Hello, world.
Welcome to our podcast where we talk about anything and everything.
Nothing is off limits.
This is Everything Electrified with Hiba and James.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey guys, welcome back to podcast episode number 8. We are at number 8 now.
You had to think about that for a minute,
Yes,
didn't you?
I did. I had to go back in my little list. I was like, wait a second, let me not mess this up. So I gotta do it again. But it's great to be here. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit that like button. We are here every week. If you have some topics or things, leave it in the comments below, and we will definitely go ahead and look into them in the following week. So I'm gonna start this off with something. Okay, I'm gonna ask you, James, a question, but I'm gonna ask our listeners a question too, and I want you guys to let me know. Do you guys ever just like walk into a room and like forget why you're there?
All the time. Happens to me. It happens to me at work. It happens to me in personal life. All the time.
Okay, so you walk into a room like you went there with a purpose. You knew why you were going there,
and you lost the damn thing halfway there.
As soon as you get there, you're like, "Wait, what? What am I doing here? What was I supposed to do?" Right? So the theory here is, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? The theory here is, what if you walked in that room and there was like a extra type of being there? You can
Shut the fuck up.
Listen,
shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that
like
shit.
An alien
Shut the fuck
or
up.
Some supernatural whatever, and it wipes your memory out. You weren't supposed to be there. So then you forget.
No. What is this, Men in Black? No.
Yeah.
No.
Men in Black is real. First of all, there's Men in Black. Like real men in black that go around.
They call it FBI or Secret Service.
Well, no, that's what they call brown and blue and all other types of colors.
Okay. But if they're doing black ops, the CIA, the Secret Service, the FBI, if they do black ops, I could see that happening.
What if this alien thing or extra paranormal thing or whatever you want to call it had to wipe out your memory so it could escape from that room? And that's why whenever you come there, you don't remember why you were there. Like, you had no idea why you were there. It wiped your memory out for that second. Just think about it.
Why? Why? Okay. I'll give you an example. I'm at work.
All right.
And I decided that I gotta go see someone in a different department for something stupid for a customer.
Okay.
Halfway when I get into that department, I lose focus. I forgot it, right? Because I was thinking about different things. So that person that was in the department waiting for me was like, "Hey, can I help?" I'm like, "Dude, I literally forgot." So you need to tell me that alien needs to blank my mind out because who gives a shit?
No. What you have is what we like to call being old.
Fuck you, Hiba.
That's what you have right there. You just have being old.
We're both around the same fucking age.
We are not definitely around the same.
Hiba, we are. Sorry to tell you.
We're definitely not. We're not. When you were able to drive, I was still in like middle school. So don't tell me we're the same age.
First off, real quick, I'm gonna side note this for a minute. I'm gonna side note your crazy fucking Hiba talk. Anyway, when you were, I guess in middle school, whatever you want to fucking call it, I still couldn't drive. I was in the army around 2000.
Wait. The army couldn't touch me then because I was so young.
Let me talk, because it's my turn to talk. So I was in the army, and someone stole my identity, registered 9 vehicles in my name, and I couldn't drive a car for 9 years. Just saying, I had to get high levels of people involved from like Jersey and New York just to get my license back. High levels. I'm talking about like the governor's office. I had to like slightly tell the governor, like of Jersey at the time, hey, if you don't help me fix this, I'm literally going to go on the news, show them what I have as evidence, and tell them how easy it is to steal your identity in Jersey. To have him help me.
You again are proving my point. That you were old enough to get 9 vehicles in your name. Whether you did it or someone else
You could have done it in elementary school. I hate to tell you.
I couldn't even get a loaf of bread, okay? They wouldn't even give me nothing, all right?
Hibbs,
I couldn't even get a 25-cent gum.
Hibbs, I'm not gonna go into the ages, but I'm telling you, we're around the same. We're just only 8 years apart. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, we're only 8 years apart.
That's not around the same age.
We're 8 years apart, which means when you were in your middle school, whatever your bullshit artist is, I was still like in middle school going towards high school.
Listen.
So shut the fuck up before you
guys,
rethink about old
we're
people.
on the same age or not? You throw it up to the listener. Do you consider this the same age? 8 years of a difference, the same age, or is it like 3 years or 2 years of a difference of the same age? You
Either
tell
way,
me, listener.
leave it to them because I'm tired of talking about the crazy Hiba talk. I'm done with this crazy
But yeah,
shit.
just think about
Men
it.
in Black
Aliens,
bullshit. No.
aliens,
No.
extra. I don't know, whatever people. You saw something and now your memory is wiped out, and that's why you have deja vu now. Like you're all types. Now you have the Mandela effect going on in your life.
No.
All types of stuff.
No. Can we move on? This is bullshit. This is bullshit talk. Get the fuck out of here. What is wrong with you?
I'm just saying.
You come up with the most craziest shit.
I don't come up with it. I don't come up with it. This is what everyone else is saying. This is not me coming. I'm just a voice to this thing. I just.
I hope the alien comes into the fucking room right now and breaks your fucking mind.
Yeah,
with this
imagine
topic.
that.
Please
right
do
now,
so.
Imagine that right now. I just lose focus. I'm like, wait, what were we talking about? Imagine.
We're talking about the next fucking topic. That's what we're talking about. Fuck that.
All right. Let's move on to some game time. Okay. So for game time, I don't know, James, if you saw this or not, right? And we actually got a request from one of our listeners to talk about this. We did. We did get a request. There is a new God of War coming out.
Yeah, I heard about that.
First of all, I'm a big like Thor, Asgardian, Loki, like all that like story for folklore or whatever. I'm a really big fan of that story in general. But then like the gameplay is done so well. Like the first game, I literally cried in the end. Like I was just like emotional. I'm attached to these characters. I love them. But in the trailer, it looks amazing. It looks like the same type of gameplay. I'm not gonna lie. The gameplay looks exactly the same, like the same type of stuff. You're going through the same type of controls, the same type of characters are repeating. The kid looks older, right? Obviously, he's older now. I don't know if I like that. I like when he's a little baby. I like when he was like a little kid. I like how badass. Yeah, I like when how badass he was. But now he's like in that age where he's like, like questioning his father or whatever. Like like he's in that state where he's like, I know everything. You can't tell me what to do.
That's like a teenager state, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if I feel about that, but I really do like. I really like the graphics, and I can't wait to see what the PlayStation 5 does with this game. You know what I'm saying? Because the original God of War was amazing, like graphic wise, and it looks amazing. So I can only imagine with all this new hardware on the PS5 what this game is gonna look like. I'm kind of excited for the storyline. I love the storyline, so I'm kind of
actually, believe it or not, I have never played the original's God of War, like the PS2. I've never played it, but I will tell you this. The last God of War, when it was the kid and him, of course, right?
Yeah.
I actually got that game. I got the collector's edition at a stupid price the day before Black Friday. If they had it, GameStop had it the collector's edition on the corner, and they wanted like $35 for it with the game and all, with the statue.
Wow.
I was like, here's my money. I got the statue and everything.
You got the statue of God of War or the?
Yeah. No, I got them both.
Oh, you got both statues?
It comes with the freaking the damn unit, bro. I have it in my house for $35.
Wow.
I got lucky. Wow. I got mad lucky, and I was like, all right, I'll take it. And the dude's like, you sure?
I'm not gonna lie, I would love a little statue in my little case.
Yeah.
I would love a little statue. That's pretty sick.
I got lucky. It was a luck. It was luck. It was a luck.
Yeah,
factor.
you just gotta be there. It happens. But damn, like I would love a little God of War little statue in my little case.
I got lucky on that one.
I need to collect some statues. Guys, let me know what kind of statues I should put in my little gaming cabinet. It's all glass. I want to put something good in there. Let me know in the comments below what statues I can get and put in there.
I will tell you I will tell you one thing. The God of War franchise, like the one they did with the boy and everything, when I had on the PS4 was beautiful. Beautiful. All the way from beginning to end. I was playing it when I first played it. It was with my mother. She got the statue, but she paid full price for it.
How much was like 100?
It was 109.
I knew it was 100. Everything.
So when I showed her my receipt on the day before Black Friday, she was tight, bro.
Yeah, I would be too. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I would be.
Fraction of what she paid for it. I was like, I got lucky. What can I tell you, Ma? I got lucky. That's it.
James, let me ask you something.
What?
Are you hooking me up with the Nintendo Switch?
I'm working on it. Okay, so check this out. I'm glad you brought the Nintendo Switch in there. I got you there because I woke up this morning, like legit, And I was thinking about the Nintendo Switch. By the way, I think we're almost 2.5 weeks away from the new
I
OLED.
don't even know anymore.
Yeah, we're
close.
We're close. We're 3
close.
weeks out. We're literally
Yeah,
3 weeks
we're
out.
close.
So we have 3 weeks before the Nintendo Switch drops, which means I gotta hurry up and finish paying off my Switch. But we're 3
I haven't
weeks
even
out.
started.
We're 3 weeks out. Even my girl's getting my girl got today. She was like, "Hey, honey, do you really think I should buy the new Switch?" I'm like, "It's up to you.
Yes.
I don't care. It's up to
Yes.
you."
Anyone ask me? Yes.
All right, of course. Okay, so listen. Let me go ahead and go through my stuff, and then I will tell you one other thing that I know people are asking about.
Okay.
So I woke up this morning, and the first thing I thought about, and I sent you a link last night when you were doing the podcast, not the podcast, the YouTube video.
Yeah. Which, by the way, check it out on our YouTube channel. Everything.
Yes,
Electrified.
please. Everything Electrified. Check out the videos. You'll love them. Trust me.
You want to tell
guys,
them what this week's video is about first?
Not at all. I want to leave it as a surprise. It's a really big one that got me. You think I'm triggered now, dude? Just watch the last video. It was tight.
If you want to see James triggered, watch the video from this week that this podcast is on. All right, continue.
So, I got 2 Nintendo Switch stuff I wanted to talk about. Let's tell you about a story. I know you guys love our stories. Let me tell you a story that's gonna get Hiba triggered. Okay?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna make Hiba triggered today.
Oh boy.
So way back when the first generation's Switches came out, right? It was great. Everyone loved them, obviously, right? GameStop had a deal. And the deal was, if you're a GameStop kind of pro, whatever, they'll take a trade-in of your original Switch, right? And they'll let you upgrade your Switch to the second version. Now, the second version was good because longer battery life, better screen, whatever they had at the time.
I think it was just battery.
Better battery, right? So it was I think it was what, $60, Hib?
I think it was 80.
80. Okay. 80. So let's leave it at that. $80. $80 to upgrade your Switch. Not a bad thing, guys. We're going to be talking about upgrades later on in tech news, but for now, we're going to go with that. So me and Hiba took advantage. We both got our Switches together and literally we went home, got our Switches. We met up at GameStop and we did it. We didn't think. We did not think. Okay. So this time I thought about it. I sent Hiba a link because I didn't want her to freaking pop off on me like what she did to me last time. She turns the Switch in, which is great. So she's bugging out happy. I'm happy. Nintendo's cloud saves didn't save. First off, it didn't save her ranking for Splatoon, so she lost that, right? And then she had Breath of the Wild beaten, and she had 99 Korok seeds. Those shits are hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
900, I think.
900 Koroks. Those shits are hard, bro. She fucking lost it. She went ape.
I had 100%. Everything you can do on Breath of the Wild, I had it done, completed, the DLCs, every single thing. It was finished. And Nintendo, for whatever reason, doesn't let you transfer your crap over at that time. And I was trading in my Switch, so I didn't have time to have both Switches together, and I try to figure it out. Or I didn't have none of that time. GameStop was looking at me yeah, you need to give us your old Switch now, right now.
Yeah.
And I had to give it up. So I was like, oh, you know what? It's in the cloud or whatever. I pay all this money for Nintendo. It's in the cloud. It's in my memory card. And I was just like, okay, yeah, sure. And I just gave it to them and let it be that all my games are gone. All my progress is gone. So from that moment on, I really did stop playing my Switch. I'm not going to lie. I stopped playing for months. I didn't want to play Splatoon anymore because I'm like, yo, I already unlocked all the weapons. I was already such a high rank. I've lost all my ranking. I got to start from being a noob. The Zelda thing, everything in Zelda. And I love Zelda, by the way. I've played Zelda multiple times. But I had one game that was 100%. I was in master mode now. And I've lost everything. And I was just so angry at the whole experience. Not at GameStop, more like Nintendo. That I just really, even though my brand new Switch is what I wanted with a bigger battery life, I don't even want to play it. And even till this day, I barely just got into Zelda. I did beat Zelda again. I didn't do the DLC yet. I'm only at 600 Korok seeds. I'm taking my sweet time doing it because I'm just so mad.
Now I'm going to continue this part. So a lot of you listeners are probably thinking, do I go for the Switch OLED or I'm going to stay in my original Switch? Now,
I'm thinking the same thing.
I get that. I think everyone has a legit right. Now, since that time, the second edition of the Switch to Switch Lite didn't come out for the second edition. They released the second edition first, and then Switch Lite came out about a year or two after. Now, the reason why it's okay to be a little bit more relaxed now is because Nintendo got a lot like Hibas. They got Hibas involved, and they were like the people from Nintendo, people like you and me, trying to get our new Switches. They're like, yo, why should I buy a new Switch? I'm just gonna lose all my shit. You guys didn't save nothing. So Nintendo devised a way how to transfer all your saves from your original Switch to a new Switch. That's how they were able to transfer it, so that way you don't lose all your stuff. I mean, it's legit. She's right. I was pissed too. Now, by the way, I traded in my Switch. By the way, before you trade your Switches in or whatever you're gonna do with your old Switch, please check to make sure all the games are gone. Yeah, I lost my Diablo 3 to trading it in. So now whoever got that Switch got lucky. They got a Diablo 3 inside of it. I had to rebuy my Diablo 3.
No one got it. GameStop probably checked that shit when they were testing it and got that game for free.
Yeah. So overall, check your stuff. And so I woke up this morning and I was thinking about it because of course, we're going to talk about more in the tech news. I'll touch on it here. Everyone's getting ready for the iPhone 13 release. And I said to myself, the Switch is coming out in 3 weeks, and I have no new memory card for the new Switch because you're going to need a memory card no matter what. It only comes with 64 gigs on it as opposed to the 32 that you currently got in your Switch now. And you can't use your original memory card because if you do, it's going to wipe out all the data from your original memory card
to the
new one. So you can't do none of that.
Damn.
So wait. I'm not done. I go to Amazon this morning. I was just about 7. I woke up early this morning. Don't ask. I didn't have work. Okay. I texted Hiba. I was like, let me know when you're awake. That's pretty much what I said to her because I know she was sleeping. So I checked this morning.
4 a.m.
I know. That's why I said I know she was sleeping. So I checked on Amazon because I said to myself, I need a memory card. I think I have a 200 gig in my current Switch, which has been pretty good. I was like, what if I get like a 512? It's not that easy, guys. To figure out what 512 you need that's compatible with a Switch, not easy. Second thing is, they're all high priced now because all the developers know it's coming down to the wire for the new release of the Switch. And as you get closer for that release, guess what? The prices are going to go higher because they know people are going to need it. People are going to upgrade. They know it's going to happen. So right now, I implore all of you guys, go online, check out on Amazon what deal you can get for your new micro SD card. 2, find a new screen protector because the old one's not going to work. It's going to be bigger now, right? 3, wait, I'm not done. I'm kicking dirt in like Hiba's face right now.
You got me thinking about so much stuff right now.
And your case that you have for your Switch ain't going to fit because the Switch is bigger now. So you have a bigger new Switch.
God damn, James.
I just dropped it.
I just bought like 2 new cases the other. Shut up.
You got a good deal, I hope. I hope you got a good deal. They're practically giving them bitches away because they know the new Switch is coming out and the old cases, it ain't matter. It don't matter at all for the old cases.
All right. So you're saying screen protectors for the new Switch already exist?
I think so. I didn't check that out yet. I've been shopping around for the best deal for micro SD cards right now for the new Switch.
Okay. I have a 512 in my Switch currently. I would like to use the same 512. You're telling me I cannot.
So far, when I was doing some research online on how to transfer the Switch, it's very convoluted from what I've been seeing. It's very, very convoluted. I'll get back to you, Hiba, on it because some people says you can, other people says you cannot. So
how do I get my information from this 512 to the other 512? Let's just say I get a different 512. How do I do it?
All right. So it gets really, the instructions on how to transfer your stuff gets really convoluted. I'll explain it a little bit on the podcast, but it gets really bad, guys. I would definitely YouTube it, but I'll explain a little bit to Hiba. If you go into your settings on your Switch, there's going to say transfer data. It's going to say sender, receiver. So your original Switch, I hear her getting her Switch.
I have my Switch right now in front of me.
If you go in there and you say sender, it sends out. It has to. By the way, both new Switch, old Switch have to be on the same network. So you have to. So you hit sender on your old Switch, and on your new Switch, you turn it on, and then you hit receiver, and it starts sending over your basic cloud data that you have. After that's transferred over, then you could take your micro SD card. Will transfer the data from your old Switch to your new one. The problem is that it's going to take you a while. how much data you have saved on there is going to take you a bit. You're going to be, let's put it this way, plug them both in. They're going to be busy.
Okay, let me ask you this now, because I'm sure the listeners have the same question as I do. Okay. Let's say I want to trade in my Switch. I want to trade it in right now to GameStop and get the most bang out of my buck, because the new Switch isn't out yet, right? So this is still the latest Switch technically. Let's say I want to trade in, because that's what I was thinking. Trade it in, get game card, gift card or whatever, right? And I'm a pro member, so I'm gonna get like whatever percentage more. Keep that, and once they have it, I just use that towards my new Switch. For someone like that, I'm losing my data, aren't I?
If you trade it in, you may be losing your data.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You may be. It definitely would behoove you not to do that.
See, I don't want to like. This is how I feel. Okay, this is how I feel it, and this is probably what other people feel. If I keep this Switch, I don't have some like younger brother or little person or someone else to give it to or something. I'm not a collector. I don't need to put it in a shrine somewhere and look at it. Like that ain't me. I don't need all this. Okay. I just want the latest one and I'm good to move on. So if I was to keep this and I buy the other one full price the way it is, now I have 2 Switches. I do my transfer. Now I got to sell the Switch. Essentially, I make less money selling this Switch. Essentially,
you would.
Yeah, essentially. I don't know how much less, because I haven't really looked at the market yet, but essentially I would. If I go, like, I'm going to do this right now. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to go to GameStop right now and see the going price to trade this in. Because we're going to see how much I don't want to buy. Listen, like,
I just woke you, bro. I just literally woke you just now. I woke up this morning thinking all this shit this morning, bro. Like, all this shit.
But listen, I don't even have a guarantee of a new Switch. I may not even get one. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. Maybe it takes me 3 months. Maybe I won't get it till Christmas. I don't know the situation, right? So I'm just like, I don't know if I should trade it in. If, like, you have yours done, right? So you know you're getting yours. So you can take actions. For me, I'll buy a new screen protector. I'll buy another 512 gigabyte SD card. And I'm just, like, sitting here waiting, like, waiting for my new Switch. Like, no. Like, I don't know.
Right. So let's go back to the first original question that Hiba had asked me that, you know, she probably forgot because we both had the EDD. Or the aliens came in and blanked her mind.
I remember this. I'm triggered by this.
What was the first question you asked me? Yeah. Tell the alien to leave you alone. We're doing a podcast, okay?
No, that's because I moved on from that.
Tell them to leave you alone. Okay, the first question she asked
is $192. How much is a new Switch? Not the new Switch. Not the new Switch, the other Switch.
I think
like the same Switch. It's $300.
$300, so it's $50 less.
No, it's $199. It's $100 less.
So it's $199 because they know the new Switch is coming.
So it's $100 less already at GameStop. So you could probably sell this for like $250 maybe.
Now.
Yeah, like if you sold it like on eBay or like
3 weeks.
Facebook Market.
Sell that shit now. You have 3 weeks.
Yeah, because then if you got $250 from it, the new Switch costs $350. You're only paying $100. And I don't need to rebuy another, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I lost all my data already, right? I'm already scarred. There's already a wound there, all right? We're just about to reopen that wound and put some salt in it at this point. This is what's happening here with Nintendo, right? So you might as well say YOLO and just sell it and just be like, all right, we're about to lose Breath of the Wild again. Looks like I'm playing it again and trying to get 900 4X seats again.
Yeah, we're gonna think about that for a minute. We'll talk about that off podcast together, because I just woke you, and I just woke you in front of everybody.
I'm triggered. I am triggered right now.
Because all right, so how do a lot of people are probably asking the same question. Hiba already knows it, so I'll tell you exactly what's going on. How did I get the new Switch? Everyone's fighting for it because all these resellers are just on there with their bots trying to get fucking Switches. Ask Hiba about bots. She knows exactly. It was hard for her to get the PS4, PS5, and the Xbox, but she did it. Trust me.
I fought those bots. My little finger clicked so hard. It never clicked so hard before in this life. And I fought those bots.
I got lucky. My mother and we build relationships at GameStop, so that when you spend a lot of money at GameStop, they know when you come in that store, they're gonna make money off you. So they automatically want to cater.
You like suckers, and
you're
they
like
already know.
Hilton, you know the Hilton, when you go to the Hilton, like, and you have all that, and they know who you are, and they want to roll out the red carpet for you. That's pretty much what it is. All right. So my mother's my GameStop that I used to go to with Hiba no longer exists. They closed down. It is what it is. I'm sorry to say, but it is. My mother's GameStop, she's in a bigger area, and it's open. So when she walks in the store, they know automatically, oh my God, what money is she dropping today? Right?
Yeah.
Because
We got a live one, folks.
she's like ridiculous. So
Yeah.
she got her Switch from a friend of ours over there. Not only did she do that, she goes, my son needs one too. My uncle, which is her brother, needs one as well. So I'm like, yeah, but they got to be here for that. So my mother goes, that's fine. So she got my stepfather and then my younger brother to go in to be one for my uncle, one for me, and put like $50 down. So I was away. I was away somewhere. I think it was
You were
with
on
my brother.
vacation or
I was on
something. Yeah.
vacation. I was in Florida when
Yeah.
they launched the OLED. I was visiting my
No one
dad.
told me about it, and I didn't even know I had to even try. Like, I didn't even attempt it. I was just doing.
Believe
I
me,
don't even know.
if I was around, you definitely would have known. I was
Yeah.
gone. I was with my
Yeah.
dad. So
Yeah.
my mother was like, "Don't worry about it, Jim." So she texted me the day of my birthday because I was with my dad at the time, and she goes, "Just to let you know, your Switch is secure." I'm like, "Yeah, I know it's secure. I have it with me. What is she on crack?" So I had to call her. I was like, "What are you talking about, Ma?" She was like, "No, I got you the new OLED." I'm like, "Oh shit. Okay, thanks. Oh my God." So it ended that way. And I got the Switch. But by the way, Hiba, you got your payback from for my mother. I'll tell you about that in tech news.
Oh, okay.
So I got the Switch that way. When I got back, I was like, by the way, Hiba, did you get the new Switch? I just got my mother luckily gave me a pre-order. She's like, what? When did it come out? But she went ape, guys. Trust me. She usually on top of the game when I'm here. She's with me. Like I'll tell her like this and this is coming out. She's like, all right, James, let's go. Let's get it. So it is what it is. Same friend, I told her, I said, I need you to do me a favor. I have a really good friend that needs a Switch. She really needs a Switch. She missed out. Can you keep an eye out? Because I may have one or two that day, but you're gonna have to come down. I said, that's fine. Let me know, and I'll come down that day. It's on a Friday, by the way, so which means I'm gonna somehow
Don't admit anything right
gonna
now,
somehow
Jay.
get something to get
Don't
that done.
say anything.
To get that done. So it comes out on a Friday. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for that Friday. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh.
I told my mother that you may have to go do this for me. So let's put it that way.
Okay. Okay.
She's willing to do it. She's willing to do it. Put it on her card and then you just pay her back.
Yeah.
Either way, she's willing to do it. But anyway, enough Switch talk. We actually took over game time with Switch talk.
I love the Switch, and I'm about to be
Switch
hurt
is
by
life,
the Switch.
guys.
Yeah, I'm about to be hurt by the Switch again because I'm really gonna try to sell my Switch. I think I need to sell my Switch and keep that money ready to go. Who cares? Games are games. You play games again. Like it is what it is. Like I don't get that excitement anymore because I've played it so many times, but I still love it. It doesn't mean I love it any less. It just means I just play it less often, you know? And I
Yeah,
just
of
started
course.
the new the Skyward Sword. That's gonna be gone too. All my progress on there is gonna be gone too. You know what I'm saying?
I
It
no,
hurts.
actually, like I said, they changed a lot. You have to. I've done a lot of news with the new save, set cloud saves. They have changed a lot with Nintendo because they learned from the original Switch to the upgraded Switch that they screwed a lot of people over when they did that, and then when they released the Nintendo Switch Lite, they screwed a lot more. So Nintendo started learning that a lot of the saves, cloud saves, can be still done. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Well, guys, when it comes out in 3 weeks. Not even, we'll let you know because we do podcast every weekend. So of course, it's coming out on Friday. We'll be able to take a look at it, me and Hibbs, and then we'll let you guys know how that process came out. So stay tuned on that.
Perfect. Let's move on. I think we took enough time for the Switch this week. Let's move on to some tech news. All right, guys. So in tech news, it's a big week for us. Big week.
Yes.
We have the Apple iPhone coming out. We also have like the watch being released in the fall, which we're not going to talk about now. We'll save that for the fall's episodes.
Yeah.
We also have the iPad mini that they announced as well, which is kind of cool, but it's the same stuff. iPad mini hasn't been updated in so long that now that it's updated, it's just getting features that all the other products already have. So I'm not going to get into that, which by the way, I still want an iPad mini, a new one. I have one, I want a new one. I'm going to look into it later. I have too much things that I'm trying to get, so I can't get them all. I can't get them all at the same time, and I'm not dying for the iPad mini. I'd rather have the new Switch.
I mean, I get what you're coming from. I get what you come from, Hibbs, because there's a lot of shit that's coming out that just all those creators just dropped on us. All of them. Now, I want to say something because I know a lot of our listeners are saying, "What is wrong with you two?"
I have
Let's
a
talk about
shopping problem. That's what's wrong with me. I already
yeah,
know that. I
yeah. I
already
know
know that.
it is what it is, Hibbs. But what I want to talk about is the iPhone. So people we have two different kinds of people. We got people who have iPhones or Apple on their 12s or 12 Pros or 12 Pro Max, and then we have the people that want the new 13s, and they're like, "Why are you doing this? Why do you want to do that?" So Hibber brought it up to my attention because I wasn't gonna go for the 13. I really wasn't. And then Hibber hits me up, and she was like, "What? What is wrong with you?" Go ahead, Hib. You take over this one.
Okay. Before we get into this week iPhone thing, I'm going to go into a little history of pre-ordering iPhones, okay?
Yes.
Because I have some stories for you guys. I've been pre-ordering an iPhone ever since the iPhone 4. Okay? That means every year that an iPhone come out, whether it's iPhone 4, 4S, SE, 13, 13, I don't even know the numbers anymore, okay? I just know it's a new iPhone and I pre-order it every single year. And so I've been through every single struggle that Apple has with their pre-orders, okay? With the iPhone 4, this is what happened. Back then, when the iPhone 4 was coming out and pre-orders, it was only AT&T. There was no other carrier, so it was only AT&T, and you couldn't really do it online either. Like if you did, it was like constantly crashing, like it was not worth it. You can't do it at the Apple store. So we would have to go to like an AT&T store, line up. Like I used to take off from work. Like I used to plan these out. I used to take off from work. I used to line up in front of an AT&T store, wait my turn, get in there to pre-order an iPhone 4. Okay, that's how I drove. Like for the 4, I drove to 3 different AT&T locations until I found one where I could pre-order it. So it was is pretty difficult. I'm gonna tell you right now, it was hard before. Now Apple has slowly started like getting better with their tech, with their online website, with their apps, the phones, the hardware is getting better on the phones, so they can handle a lot more. Now all you have to do, like the year before, is wait till they open up the little portal for your app. And I always recommend go through the app. Do not go on their website. I mean, if you don't have any Apple devices, and this is your first Apple device, then I couldn't understand why you're trying to go through the website. But use an iPad, use an iPod, don't even go through online with their MacBook or anything. If you are able to get a MacBook in their Apple store, the app itself, I would do that. Go through their apps and do not go through their website. That probably crashes a lot. So what
Oh
you
yeah.
do is, so before you even begin to order an iPhone, this is from last year, not this year, last year.
Uh huh.
You save your preferences. So you pick, oh, it's this many gigabytes, is this color, is this carrier, you pick out all your things and you
Keep
put
as
it in your,
favorite.
yeah, and you put it at your favorite. That's how you
Yeah.
did it the last like 2 or 3 years. You kept it as your favorite. The reason why you keep it your favorite is when you're ready to buy it, the day that you can pre-order it, you just go into your favorite, everything is selected till you check out 1, 2, 3, you're done. Also, keep all your payments and everything on your app up to date, so you're just checking out really quickly. Now, this year, they did something new this year, which was kind of surprising to me. Instead of having a favorite thing that they already have a favorite for all their other stuff, but they have one where you can like pre-order your pre-order is the best way I can describe
Yeah.
it. Pre-order your pre-order.
Dude, but make sure you understand. You could do that. You could pre-order your pre-order, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But you had to have an Apple card to do it.
No, you could do it on a regular card.
Really?
You just pay the full price.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So you can do it with a regular card, not an Apple card. But the benefit of the Apple card is, I guess, you get the 2 years interest-free payments. And if you're doing a trade-in, they apply that credit right away to your Apple card, like instantly, right? If you're using another type of credit card, you still have to pay full amount and then you trade your phone in. If you're doing that, maybe you're not. So it just depends. But the whole point was you pre-order your pre-order. So instead of like, you do the same thing like you do for your favorites. You pick out your phone, you pick out your everything you like. And then instead of it going to your favorites, they just keep a little pre-order window for you, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
much.
yeah.
Pretty
And
much.
then once they launch it, you just actually confirm everything and you just pre-order it for real that time.
Exactly.
So that's how that works now, and it's way better. I'm just
Smoother. It's smooth.
oh
It's not
my
smooth
god! For
process.
someone who had to drive for like 3 AT&T stores for an iPhone 4, this is way better, way better. And now you're like, and if you did it quick enough, you're gonna get it the day it comes out, right? So luckily we both did it quick enough where we are able to pick it up at the Apple store the day it comes out. So that's gonna be a fun experience. It's the same phone. I have a 12 right now, so I'm going to the 13. It's the same thing. All right, I'm not gonna say here like they invented like
they didn't
sliced
reinvent the
bread
wheel
or something. Yeah,
they didn't reinvent the
nothing.
wheel.
They did not. They did not. The reason why now you're like, well, you're stupid. Why were you doing it? Yes, you are right. If you look at it that way, I'm retarded. Yes,
me too.
I agree with you. But hear me out here. Hear me out for a second. I do the Apple trade-in, right? They're giving me like $800 for my phone, which is probably how much I would probably get selling it privately, like 800, maybe 850, right?
Yeah,
I'll probably get somewhere around that price selling it privately.
They have to negotiate with people.
Yeah, and then I gotta meet them up, or I gotta send it through eBay, which is like sketchy. You know, I don't know. It's weird. And then PayPal takes a cut, so I'm really just gonna get like $749.99 or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, right? But if I didn't do this, if I didn't do the trade and I skipped this year, I was like, nah, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait. And I went next year. Next year, they're only going to give me like $500 for my phone. I would have lost like a lot of money for no reason. If I just keep trading it in, I'm spending less money in the long run, and I'm always getting the newest phone no matter what. So next year when they do reinvent the wheel, which they're not, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not. But let's say they did, let's just say, my phone is still going to be worth like close to $800 because it was the latest phone.
And you can trade it back into actual Apple for that stuff.
Yes. And then I'm only paying like $400 was my bill. I have 2 years to pay it off. And they only want $17 a month from me without interest. That's the main part. You're not paying interest.
So let's go ahead and rewind, guys. Mm-hmm. We trade in our phones. Our phone for 256. I don't get higher than 250. There's no need for it. Like, I have 200 available memory. I do take photos, and I still have 200 gigs available memory. So I got a 256, same as Hiba, and it was like $1,200, right? So 12 or 13, whatever. You trade in your phone for $790 and you finance $434 total because you have taxes, of course. You finance like $434 and you have 2 years to pay it off. If you pay $17 a month, you have 2 years to pay it off. Let's face facts, guys. You should be able to pay it off within a few months, or not even that, a month or two, depending on your job, of course. I'm not trying to beat on no one's money, but think about it. So you're going to have the upgraded latest phone for paid off in 2 months. It'll be yours. Top it all off. When they do decide to reinvent the wheel, they're going to give you more back for your phone. So I just want to point out real quick, because I don't want to take too much time on this, Hibbs. I'm sorry to cut you down. My mother recently called me up later on that day because it was too early for her to wake up to do it. Because usually she is, but she was like thinking about it. Then all of a sudden at 2:00 in the afternoon, she goes, "I want the new phone." That sucks because now you can't pick it up the same day and you can't even have it delivered the same day. You have to wait for the next shipment to come in, which is for her, it will be in the middle of October. That's what she told me. But she's like, well, I have the iPhone 10, so I think I should go ahead and do one of your deals and trade it in. I'm like, all right, go ahead. They gave her like $300. She waited too long. What Hib was trying to tell you guys, and she woke me up, was trade your phone in now and get the full amount now, because all you gotta do is refinance $400 and you'll have the latest phone. And when they do decide to reinvent the wheel, you'll have the latest phone to trade in. And by the way, guys, I just want to point out the only reason why we're getting because remember, it's the price for the $800 trade in varies, and the reason why I say it varies is because it has to turn on. Don't have no scratches on your phone. No cracks, no dings, and no dents. They're talking about you're going to give us a phone and it's going to be mint the way you got it a year ago.
Yep.
So in order for you guys to get the full trade-in, make sure your phones are like beautiful when you trade it in. Luckily for me and Hiba, we're both anal, so we have like cases and protectors, and when the protector starts to crack, because my protector does crack, we replace it. We don't wait 6 months and then replace it then. We literally replace it and bring it in. So, guys, keep that in mind. Make sure your phones are mint if you're going to do this trade-in.
Yeah, definitely mint condition phones. I already bought the new case and screen protector for the new phone. I already have that, so I'm kind of like crazy about that stuff too. I
actually wanted to talk to you about that too, Hibbs, because that same day I was proud that I got the phone, right? So I'm not buying another case. Shit, I got the iPhone 12 case. That'll work. That'll work perfectly fine. So on the way of getting breakfast that morning, my brother calls me and he goes, "Did you get the phone?" I said, "Yeah," because my brother's also crazy. He loves to get the phones too. I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not buying the case because," he goes, "Nope, you better buy the case." I'm like, "What do you mean?" They changed the camera, not the lenses inside, but the way they shaped the camera on the back of the phone. They changed it, so now it's wider, which means you can't use your 12 case. So those
Listen,
people who don't, you want to keep your 12 case, ain't gonna happen.
they did it to make money.
Pretty much, but they didn't reinvent shit.
I wish they would make it to a USB-C. The iPads are already USB-C. Why can't you
100%.
make the iPhone USB-C? Like just do it. Like the MacBooks are USB. So I know you use USB-C. I know you do it. So
Yeah.
why would you not just, because then it would make it easy for me not to need a lightning cable. My USB-C cable for my iPad is the same for my phone, you know? Like
Yeah.
it just, and it's the same for my MacBook. It's all the same shit. Only the bricks are different, but they don't do it. Oh, also, I haven't heard them say like there is a charger included in this phone because I
No.
don't think.
Wait, so let's go back on that. Let's go back a bit. So Apple and the infinite wisdom of recycling the earth, recycling the earth. You know how they lower the boxes and they're only gonna give you the wire because you should have like 13 chargers. That's their fucking their fucking madness. The method to the madness. You should have 13 chargers in your house for older iPhones that'll work on your new one. But by the way, if you don't have them, we have the new faster charger at our place for like $80. Anyway, we're not gonna go there for that.
I have.
So you're gonna get a box like me and Hiba. I really wish that we can do the whole.
I think I'm gonna do an unbox. No, I can't. I can't do
You
an
cannot.
unboxing.
You cannot. So
I could.
The last podcast that not podcast. Excuse me. I'm keep saying podcast. The last YouTube would be the first and last time. No, excuse me. The last time Hiba's ever going to use, or me too, the iPhone 12 Pro Max's camera, because we shoot that with our 12 Pro Max. It actually comes out really nice, and we shoot that with that camera. So normally I'd be like, okay, what if I just go ahead and take you guys with me on the experience of getting the new iPhone? It'd be nice. I can't do that because Apple's gonna take my phone from me the same day I trade my get the new one. And when you get the new phone, by the way, according to Tim Cook's last thing, you know how you have that plastic covering to show you that no one. Yeah, we're not doing that today. They're just gonna give you a box with your new phone inside. That's it. It's already opened. Just a box with the new phone inside. God bless.
Oh my god.
To save plastic. That's
well, that
what they're
kind
gonna
of
do.
makes sense, right? Like that. I mean, yeah.
Honestly,
the plastic is killing
with
the
COVID
cell.
going around, no, it doesn't make sense. I would rather it be sealed, and I know no one touched it when it came from the factory. That's what I would. Just because I'm a COVID fiend and I don't want COVID on my shit.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You know why? Because COVID on like objects don't last that long. Like there's a time period on how long they last on actual objects. By the time it was shipped from China to get to
I'm not
Apple's
worried about
warehouse,
China.
for it to no. I'm just saying the time period. So while it was shipped from, like, your phone is already in the box and packaged. Okay, so let's say it had COVID on the actual phone. Let's say it did have it. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's shipped in the box and sealed in the box. Okay, and by the time it gets from China to their warehouse, I think it's like, I don't know where it is in the middle of USA. I don't know. It gets to China. I'm sorry. It gets to Apple's warehouse. Then they kind of dispatch it to different Apple stores, right?
Yeah.
By the time you get it, the COVID has already died on the phone. Like there's a time period on how long it stays on in the air, how long it stays on materials. So even if it had COVID, you're good. Is what I'm trying to say. You'll survive.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
It's all right. You paid Apple all that money to get your COVID phone. It's all good.
Yeah, because that makes me feel good. That makes me feel much better. Yeah, no.
I hope you enjoy your COVID phone, guys.
Yeah. I'll say it. I'll say it for you guys. Fuck you, Hiba. That's all, you know what I mean?
Let me know in the comments below if you ordered the iPhone or you didn't. You skipped it this year. What you think about it, and let me know. I want to hear from you.
Thoughts. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to our last topic. Here is gonna be some Tesla talk. Okay. So, James, go ahead. What you got for Tesla?
Tesla talk. I have one thing with Tesla because I thought this was very interesting. So, as you guys know, I don't have a Tesla, of course, right? So I live vicariously through Hiba, who has a Model 3. And we do a lot of different mods and different accessory add-ons, guys. So check the Everything Electrified on YouTube once again. It's on there. You guys will love the mods that we've done to her Tesla. But I found as I go through the mods and I look at other people who have done mods on their cars, something came up. And I think this is going to happen, Hiba, a lot more as Tesla cars come released, right? A Tesla hacker, was able to unlock the autopilot on Teslas and have what they call augmented vision. Augmented vision is how the Tesla engineers figure out how to do autopilot and full self driving through augmented vision. I gotta show you the photo here, but after after this, I'll show you the photo. It's really interesting. It takes everything in real time around you, so that way the car learns on how to change lanes and the distance between one car from another. It really much hacks everything, and they've done that recently with the latest version, which was like Tesla version 10 right now. So right now, yesterday, while Hiba was doing her thing and we were doing the mod for the video for yesterday, I looked at your screen. You're on 10.1 currently on your Tesla. This hack, interesting enough, was for versions 10.4. So it goes back to, we had a conversation about this yesterday, Hiba. So it goes back to what we're saying. Different regions get different software from Tesla to allow them to test things in their area. They use your $50,000 car that you spent money on to test their software, and you have to say okay to that, and still pay them money.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Fuck
Sounds
you,
like
Tesla.
an Apple thing.
It does sound like an Apple thing, but Apple gives you an option. You could go yes or no.
So listen to this. Another news breaking thing in the world of Tesla, okay? You know how if you're looking to buy a Tesla, you can use a referral code, and then now you get, before you used to get free supercharging, now you get 1,000 miles of supercharging, right?
Yeah.
The person gets it and you get it. So Tesla just went ahead and said, no, we ain't doing that shit no more.
Bastards.
We don't need you guys to refer our cars anymore because our cars already sell. So we don't need you anymore. So they X that out. So now there's no, so if you already have supercharging miles like in your account, that stays till they're used or expired, but you cannot get new ones. So all those referral links that all these YouTubers were like giving, like, here's my referral link, do this, do that. All of that is gone.
Is the referral program is still active?
No, they've X'd it.
So there's no more referral at all.
No. The only referral you get is if you sold someone a solar roof, not a solar panel, solar roof. You get $500 or something.
Bastards.
Like that. Yeah, that's the only thing that they give you a referral to. That's the only thing they need sold right now. They don't need anything sold, so they don't need that program anymore. They needed that program to encourage other people to sell their cars for them.
Wow.
And now people buy their cars anyways. They're like out of stock. It's hard to get it. They're so far in production. So that's why now they don't do the referral, which is fine. I mean, I'm an idiot. I didn't even use anybody's link to even get 1,000 miles supercharging. So I'm the idiot that didn't even do it. But then I'm also the idiot that I wasn't able to use my link to anybody else either. So I'm sitting at 0 free miles of supercharging. Pretty much.
Which, by the way, in a future video, we're going to go to a long supercharging stop to
But you know
that.
what was like the best thing? If you sold enough cars, you can win towards like a roadster or like other stuff. They had like other things going on.
YouTubers had that. YouTubers had that. They were winning roadsters if they sold enough.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't even get the roadster because they don't even barely make it. So okay, so let's say you did sell enough and you were in that referral thing and you did qualify and you did win one, you ain't never gonna see it.
Just a real quick, guys, those who are new to Tesla, just to let you know, roadsters are like their sport edition cars. They're really rare. They don't make you can still buy them, but it's a lot of money, like a lot, and they make them as the orders come in, just like any car.
Okay, so listen to the next thing they're doing, okay? Which is kind of weird to me. Maybe you can explain it to us, James. So Tesla filed some patents recently, and it's for laser beams, in the exchange of wipers.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you heard me. Yeah, you heard me.
I think I know where they're going with this, but go ahead.
They want to use laser beams instead of wipers on their cars, and that's the patent they filed for.
Okay, so right now,
What the
I knew it. I knew that question was going to be what the fuck and how is that going to work?
Yeah,
Uh,
tell
so
us.
so I will tell you, in theory, because I'm not that good, but in theory, if you remember before COVID, I mean during COVID, people were putting out these little boxes that you can buy. Excuse me, that you could buy, and they're used to disinfect your phone, right?
Wasn't that
So
UV though?
it's like a UV,
Yeah.
exactly. So you could. It's not the laser is not going to be that potent enough to give you a cancer or b turn it on and it'll burn through your window. No, it's going to be similar to UV because UV light is like pure sunlight. It also can destroy any of dirt or any viruses. Is the best way to tell you, or germs that's on your phone. Same if they did this. If Hiba, let me tell you, if Tesla perfected this technology, it will change. Just like they changed the car world with their new cars, it will change everything because that means they have a specific laser designed to get rid of dirt. No lasers at this time is not powerful enough unless you put it up high and to kill cancer. I've never seen a laser powerful enough just to kill the dirt, but save everybody else and not cause cancer. So let's see. I would love to see how this plays out. I can understand the patents, but then again, they follow a lot of patents,
Yeah.
Tesla. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll see.
I don't know. I don't know if I like. Okay, so imagine this. It's nighttime. It's a heavy storm. Okay, now you got lasers in these windshield. Like,
Yeah,
you're gonna see
you're
these
seeing it the wrong
lasers?
way. No, you're seeing it the wrong
Ah,
way. You're not
I'm
gonna see the
just.
laser. You're
Is
not
it
gonna see
gonna
the
be
laser.
from above or below?
It would make sense if they did it from below. So it'll be below.
I'm very confused. You know, they had me at the whole self driving thing. They had me at the summon thing. They had me on the little yoke steering wheel, which is kind of like a far thing, but they had me there. But
Yeah.
then the lasers, like that's where I kind of go like,
I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, the more you put on your car, I'm saying, look, I'm working on it, guys. The more you put on your car, the more it takes out of battery, which will drain out a lot more of your mileage. So just keep that in mind excuse me, as you go ahead and do those changes. So lasers, while pretty cool, like 2077, um, lasers are cool, but I like to see how they affect the mileage of the battery because that means they maintain the laser enough to kill just the germs. That means it still has to be strong and powerful to kill those germs. So I definitely would like to see how this plays out.
very very interesting stuff happening this week in Tesla for
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
For sure, this
I
laser thing got me.
I do
Uh-huh.
want to I do want to tell you, uh, Teslas now, and I want to go back to my hacker theory. Teslas now are more of a computer with wheels, right? So I'm not gonna say this is the first and last time it's ever going to happen. But Tesla pretty much keeps things, a lot of their stuff, the software, tight to the chest. They're a Linux based operating system. And Linux is really cool because it's open. And once a hacker figures out the full potential of a Tesla and they can hack that out, that's going to be a little interesting on different updates and firmwares. They can't keep them close to their chest because eventually people are going to get tired of that stuff, and they're going to come out. Hackers are going to come out with ways to say, "Hey, you want the software for X amount of dollars? We can juice up your Tesla." So let's see what happens. I would like to
Yeah.
see what happens.
All right. I think that's all the time we have for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you stayed till the end, go ahead and hit that like button so we know what you like. Leave a comment below about any other topics we might have missed or anything you have to say to us. We'll go ahead and review those. And until then, we'll see you on the next one.
Take care, guys.